This is Sue Bunch from Back to Back Fiber Products, and our little video tutorial today is a real simple one. These most recent ones I've been putting up are very simple projects for beginners. Kids and adults as well like them, and a lot of different things you can do with them. This particular one is a needle felting project, and what you can do when you how to needle felt a ball and what you might be able to do with it. So you can see some of the different ones I have here. Here's a small one. I made a whole series of these for my grandkids, and maybe you can see I needle felted Emma's name into the ball. They make great balls for cats to play with. If you have a cat, there's something about the wool fiber that they love, and they just bat it around and love to chase it around. So you might consider, if you have cats or know somebody that's got cats, you might make a few. Now, I made some others about this size for our new granddaughter, and we're going to use them to hang from her crib like in a little mobile. So we'll show you some more pictures of those at the end of the video, just to give you some ideas. Now, this is the small size. You see about what size it is here in my hand. And then you can make, of course, any size you want. Here's some bigger ones. I one time got the idea I was going to make a lot of things on balls, so I made a little bit bigger balls, and then what kind of things can you make? Here's one that looks like a little frog. And this one here turned out to look like an owl. And I even added little wings and a little tail to them. So you can give them any kind of a look or plan you want, but even just to start out with, to make a little one like this, and just to needle felt a little design onto it. They feel really good to hold on to when little kids, or like I said, even pets love to play with them. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Pretty quick and easy. You start out with taking some material we call our core wool. And this is a roving made of wool, and it's very nice and fluffy. To speed up the process of making the ball, we're just going to tie this into a knot, and this will get it started. You don't have to do this, but it certainly speeds up the process. So if you just make a knot in it about like that, if you're doing a bigger one, you could almost do 2 knots. And then I just start out and I tuck this little end under. There's no really right or wrong way to do this, but it's just a way to speed it up, and you don't have quite so much needle felting to do. Now, if you're new to needle felting, I have a needle felting beginning video, and you might look there. We'll talk about the different tools that you'll need, and I don't cover that in this video. So if you're not familiar with felting needles or the roving and things, you might want to go back and take a quick look at that video to get a little bit of an introduction. Now you see I just pulled it off. It's easy to pull off, and now you're just going to punch. Just as simple as that. The most difficult part is just to keep from punching yourself. So now you're just going to punch it into itself, and you can feel the knot inside that you formed, and you're just going to keep working. Just take 2 or 3 minutes. This will take a little while, but it doesn't take that long. And as you move along here, you will see it will, as long as you keep turning it. You see how I'm turning with my hand here? I'm doing a few punches here and turning it. A few punches and turning it. A few punches and turning it. And just keep working like that, and before long you'll see it really start shaping into a ball. So that's all you need to do. Just keep working along here and take your time, and watch your fingers so you don't poke yourself. And same along here. Just keep working along until it gets nice and dense. And as you've heard me say before in my other videos, the longer you punch, the denser it gets. So just keep punching, punching, punching until it gets nice and dense. And then if you want to add color to it, it's just, I would wait till it gets to be a little bit denser form, so we'll talk about that on this one. Then just take some colored roving and we'll just pull off little pieces like that. Some people, when they try to pull roving apart, they put their hands so close together and they can't pull it apart. So put your hands further apart and it'll just pull off easily. And then it's just a matter of laying it down over the ball like that and punching it in. Then you can cover it all in one color or multiple colors, whatever you like for yourself. They're very fun to do, and put whatever color, whatever design you want, and just keep working. You could, like I said, you could turn it into something like a little frog or a little animal if you want, or just put designs around the ball. I've seen people put all different colors of them and put them in a little basket if they have a little decorative place that they want to display some of their felting. All different pretty colored balls just pulled up into the basket. Now, you can probably imagine making this into the shape of like an egg, and at Easter time you could decorate them to look like Easter eggs. Now, instead of doing, I'm just going to give you a quick idea here. Instead of felting it into a ball shape, you can felt it into like more of a tube shape. And I've done it the same way, but you need to flatten off the bottom, and instead of making it into a ball shape, you just make it into like more of a cylinder shape. And I use these for our little tutorial and our little kit that goes with our penguins. So you see how that looks. And they're fun. You could make these into little people. You could have a whole village of people. Might be a fun thing to do for some little kids. And they could use them for playing house, or make a whole village of people. So lots of different things to do with needle felting. And many of you might recognize Mikey. He's taking on a form. He's from Monsters, Inc. Haven't quite got him finished yet with his arms and legs, but there's this one big eye. Well, I hope you have felting like I do, and happy felting to you. Thanks for joining us.